Dobar dan, dobri ljudi. Evo kao što dole i piše, testiramo Alan Wake 2. Ovo je znači chapter 2. Ovaj prvi chapter smo isto prošli, znači u pitanju je Asus ROG Ali, handheld konzola. Šta treba reći vezano za ovu igricu? Treba reći da je ona izašla pre nekoliko mjeseci i da je to bila katastrofa u svetu gaminga jer od 80% računara nije moglo da je pokrene, pogotovo ovi stariji računari, mislim bukvalno je zahtevalo ove RTX od 3.0 pa na gore kartice, čak i tu pitanje kako je radila. Tako da mislim da je kasnije izašla neka blaga optimizacija, ali ne tako strašno, mislim da je to nešto mnogo bilo poboljšano. Mislim da danas nešto to može, ali pogledajte kako Asus ROG Ali funkcioniše. Znači sa tako zahtevom, ovo je ja mislim trenutno najzahtevnija igrica koja je izašla zadnje vreme, zbog posebnih nekih efekata i tako. Ja sad malo ovdje trčkaram čisto da vidim ovaj FPS i tako. Inače podešeno je, znači na medium je što se tiče tekstura, znači nije ona najgora varijanta, a znamo šta je medium kod Alan Wake 2. Eto, znači malo ćemo tu napred da idemo, čisto da se to vidi, znači u pitanju chapter 2. I idemo sada, ja mislim da mora se vratimo sad u šumicu, tako da ćemo tamo da se vratimo da vidimo šta još treba. Mislim šta da kažem, Alan Wake 2, fantastična, fenomenalna igrica, ali da će to da radi na handheld konzoli, na ROG Aliju, mislim koji može da ponesete bilo gde, bukvalno na putu, na aerodromu, negdje da igrate ovo, to je prosto bilo nezamislivo, ali evo Asus je uradio nešto što drugi nisu, napravio je konzolu na kojoj možete da igrate bilo koju noviju igricu sa računara na njemu, tako da pohvale znači za taj uređaj. To je to, mi ovdje nastavljamo čisto malo da napravimo neki testić, da vidimo kako to funkcioniše, FPS, podešavanja i tako. Ući ćemo naravno u ova podešavanja za Alan Wake, odnosno za sistem, da vidite da je u pitanju ROG Ali, da ne bude neke zabune, s tim što eto napominjem ovdje da je ovo povezano na monitor i mislim da je ipak zbog te povezanosti na monitor dva ekrana malo možda bude lošiji FPS, ali naravno to je to, negdje možda par FPS-a bi bilo gore da igrate samo na konzoli, jer ipak je opterećenje, mislim, pošto se prikazuje na njegovom ekranu i na drugom monitoru i tako. Eto, to je to, mi sada stižemo ovdje da vidimo, malo da istestiramo. Neki su igrali, neki nisu, neki su vidjeli na internetu. Igrica je znači fantastična, mislim i prvi ide bio je dobar, ovaj drugi je odličan. Jedino, kažem, ta zahtevnost igrice, što se hardverski tiče, je doživjela vrhunac. Mislim da nijedna igrica za zadnje vreme nije tako bila zahtevna u smislu da je isključivo tražila RTX kartice i to novije generacije.
The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed. The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case. I've been thinking more about the cult of the tree. What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
In my experience, they don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
Hey, hello there. How are you folks doing?
Those restricted area signs don't do a damn thing.
Hello. Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you. And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business. Fixing this imprint.
How did you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here.
What is this thing?
It's just a monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity. No need to worry. It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous weather star.
Stephen, we're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. The operations here are run by a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe. Can't gnaw right through a garbage can.
My mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to.
That's all for now. Let's get to the murder side, Casey. A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance. I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve. Our crime scene drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
After we find Nightingale, what then? I've never arrested a monster.
I've watched you arrest plenty of monsters, Anderson.
You know what I mean. Monsters. Light worked against him at the morgue. That might be the only way to stop him from hurting anyone else. Monsters? Overlaps? Rituals? What do you make of all of this?
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
But with dead men coming alive, the word ritual starts to have more weight behind it. We need to look around, learn what this ritual is. We've seen this symbol before.
Good eye.
Nah. Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
On it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
A creepy twig sculpture? Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had. A locked box. Is that the cult of the tree symbol on it? Wonder what's inside. I should take a look around for a way to open this thing. Did you know this entire area is inside a caldera? This whole mountain used to be an active volcano. Imagine the force it took to carve this crater out of the earth. Calderas are pretty rare, so I can feel something. A presence. Nightingale isn't far. What is that? Seems like it's reacting to the light. These aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree, not out of it. My flashlight burned the dark stuff away. It was covering another page.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap. The tracks lead into the water. Where'd he go from here? This is the witch's hut.
Anderson, thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. I found another page. Following up on a lead. Keep checking in.
Roger.
This fuse is busted. This one looks good. People should really stop littering, though. A lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here? Another page. Making progress. Light is the key. To stay safe. But for something more to be revealed as well.
The image of the witch in the sign. Saga addressed the witch. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign.
The page from the witch's hut seems to be describing some kind of ritual. To get into the overlap, I need to find Nightingale's heart. Read the line imprinted on it, plus the line on the page to the witch's ladle sign. Then push the heart through the hole in the sign. Nightingale's heart disappeared from the morgue. Where is it now? I know Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake.
Was a threshold. This place and the dark place.
I need Nightingale's heart to get to the overlap. Where is it?
Just close. He was there, but he was risen. Nightingale was there. The opposite of sunspots. Who said that?
That's not it. I don't have what I need to find Nightingale's heart. There must be more. Nightingale's heart. Where is it?
Why? store. The witch had stolen his heart. Get out of my house.
Nightingale's heart is at the general store, in a fridge. I need to check the general store for the heart. Nightingale mentioned the general store. I need to check it out. text on the heart is clearer now. Legible. I feel like I recognize this. The fridge. The heart. I knew it would be here. Like I saw it in a dream. And now I need to give the heart to the witch. Makes total sense. Casey, there are cultists in the area. They're taken, like Nightingale. Watch yourself out there.
Yeah, thanks for the heads up. I'm still finding my way back.
You have the worst sense of direction.
Any city in America I can get through drunk and blindfolded. It's these damn trees.
Okay. I'm en route to Witch's Ladle. I need to perform a ritual to open the overlap. This case just keeps getting weirder. But it is exciting. The wave crashed on the far side of the mirror. I brought you the Heart Witch. Show me the terror. Casey, I think I'm in the overlap. Are you still on your way? Casey! Casey, do you read me? Fuck. Okay, Saga. Going in solo.
Ljudi, toliko za ovaj video. Da konstatujemo, znači Alan Wake 2 radi odlično na Asus ROG Aliju, bez obzira što je to handheld konzola, znači ne trebaju vam neki specijalni računari, dovoljno je ovo da imate i da možete da igrate bilo koju igricu na bilo kom mestu, bilo kada, a kad može Alan Wake 2, onda trebalo bi da može sve. Eto, toliko sad da vam kažem, samo sam ovo htio da napravim jedan mali test, čisto da vidimo da li to može, ne može i tako. Ja vas ljudi pozdravljam, zapratite kanal, lajkujte video, ćao ljudi, sve najbolje.